Attack the problem, not the person. It's really communication. That's the number one reason for divorce. Second is money. Third is sex. But I can tell you, when it comes to sex and money, it all goes back to what? Communication. You've got to learn to speak, and speak words of kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control. So attack the problem, not the person. Let's get to the second one quick. Bedroom solitude. Now, this is for married couples, but bedroom solitude. What does that mean? A, attack the problem, not the person. Don't use you. Use I, me, we, are. Don't use you. Define the problem. B, bedroom solitude. This is one that most people don't know, but it's you never, ever, ever, ever fight in the master bedroom of the house. Never fight in the master bedroom. Never, ever, ever fight in the master bedroom. The most important bedroom in the house is not the kitchen, is not the man cave, is not the TV room. It's the master bedroom. This is my counsel. The most money should be spent outside the kitchen, because of refrigerators and other things, should be the master bedroom, not the TV room, not the man cave. Husbands should let their wives get curtains that they want, get the bed quilt and the dresser and whatever else they want to get. My wife and I, a couple years ago, we went and bought a new bed frame, and she got a dresser. I didn't want to get a dresser because I bought my dresser 5 years before. And so we communicated, and I said, honey, my dresser is red oak. Why don't we try to find something and communicate with red oak? So we went to the store, we talked, we argued, we talked, we argued. We decided on something that was redwood, which would match my dresser, which would save me another $900. She got what I got, what she wanted, and the bed matches and everything else. And that's how we work it out. By the way, in our marriage, we desire to argue before a decision, not after. Think about that. And we usually do. I like dark curtains. She likes light curtains. I like dark stuff. She likes light stuff. I like contemporary stuff. She likes antiques. So we have to communicate a lot. All right? Doesn't mean she's wrong, doesn't mean I'm wrong, just means we have to talk about these things. So in the Old Testament, they had this thing called the tabernacle, which became a temple. And then there are three parts. There's the outer court, the holy place, and the Holy of Holies. In the outer court is where the people would gather. In the holy place, only the priest could go in. And in the Holy of Holies, only the high priest could go in once a year. They would tie a rope to his ankle. And on his priestly garments, he had pomegranate and a bell, pomegranate and a bell, pomegranate and a bell. So when he would go in through the curtain into the Holy Holies, they would hear the bells, ding, 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 ding. And when you heard this, he was dead. And they would take the rope and, you with me? Now, the Holy of Holies was a place of honor, holiness, and respect. What's the whole point, Pastor? The master bedroom of your house is to be the Holy of Holies. And it ought to have all honor, respect, because in your master bedroom, you sleep, you communicate, you're naked, you change, you have sexual intimacies. Some of you have your devotional life in the bedroom because it's the most peaceful place of the house. It is to be treated with such honor and holiness and respect. Now, when I was young, I was the fourth boy, and I always seemed to get in a lot of trouble. I got spanked a lot when I was young. And because they spanked me a lot when I was young, I developed this psychological condition known as respect for others. Because I was often spanked because I didn't respect my sister or my brother or the neighbor or any. And so when and it developed respect. How many know we have a problem with respect today? Now, I'm not saying spanking's the only way. The only thing about spanking is the purpose of spanking is to inflict some type of pain on the person for the wrong choice of disrespect. So if you can do that by taking away the Xbox, the keys to the car, grounding, if timeout works, have at it. But to me, I would rather have, it's over. Ow. It's over. But if you don't inflict pain for a bad decision, you're teaching your child, you don't have to respect anyone. And you're entitled to it. And then we wonder why our nation is divided. So you need to have respect for that master bedroom and resolve there. So how do you do it? You're fighting. How do you do it? Well, number one, parents, be the parent. Don't let your kids be the parent. When you're having an argument with your kids, you tell your kids, kids, mommy and daddy are having a disagreement. Go to your rooms. Kids, mom and dad have to resolve a problem. Go outside. You know you can do that, right? Parents, you can do that. You don't argue in the bedroom. You tell your kids, we have to resolve it. Now, don't lie to your kids so they grow up and think, my parents never fought, and this woman always fights with me, so I'm divorcing her. Let your kids know problems are a part of marriage, and what you do is you don't scream, but you resolve them. Some parents don't want their kids to ever know that there's any issues or problems or sex or anything in a marriage. It's downright fantasy land. Let your kids have a little, reality about this. So when they grow up, they're not out of touch with the real world. And so this husband and wife woke up, and the wife's curling her hair, and the husband goes over to the desk, and he's writing something, and he says to his wife, honey, how do you spell Mississippi? And she says back, the state or the river? And he starts laughing. And she says, are you laughing at me? What, you think I'm stupid? No, you can't say that when you're married, Glenda. You think I'm stupid? They just got up. They're getting dressed. They haven't had breakfast. The blood sugar is still low. How many know most murders are committed in the world when blood sugar is at its lowest? It's before breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midnight. What should he do? Well, they're in the bedroom. She's mad. The river. You say, honey, let's step outside. Let's go in the hallway. Now, honey, I did not mean to say or imply any stupidity with my laugh. My laugh came out at the wrong time. I'm sorry that I hurt. And don't say you, just point. I'm sorry that I hurt. And it just caught me a little funny, caught me funny at the wrong time. I know you were serious when you said the river or the state, but I'll go look it up on my iPhone. Siri, how do you spell Mississippi? That's how you deal with bedroom solitude. Number one, attack the problem. Define the problem, not the person. And then number two, bedroom solitude. Argue anywhere in the house. All right? Try not to argue in front of your kids. Send them to their room. But don't argue in the bedroom. You know, my wife and I honor our bedroom so much. This is not a biblical principle. We don't even have a TV in our bedroom. We will let no TV in our bedroom that will distract us from one another. Now, that's just us. It's not the 11th commandment, all right? I'm not saying that. You may have a TV, and that's fine. But for us, the bedroom is so important. It's so important. And you know what? Every 10, 12 years, my wife redoes our bedroom. Hurts me a little bit because it costs money. But my wife is a great decorator. And when I married her, I found out there are bedspreads for the fall, for the winter, for the spring, for the summer. But our bedroom is beautiful, and it's peaceful. And my wife has never put me in debt with frivolous spending. Never. And I'm blessed. And though I sometimes may break a rule or two, if I break A or B, she says, time out, you broke a rule, go to your corner. If you break a rule, you stop arguing until the other person admits they broke the rule. How many know there are rules for hockey? How many know there's rules for IRS? How many know there's rules for politics? How many know there's rules in church? How many know there's rules at school? How many know there's rules at work? And then you don't think there's any rules for marriage? Thank you for tuning in today. We're so glad that you did. We're located at 1325 Watertown Avenue in Waterbury, Connecticut. Every Sunday morning we worship together at 10:30 at Evangelical Christian Church. We'd love to have you join us. God bless you.